Closing tools. Let me give you the cost for today and the cost for tomorrow. Now, this is a good tool because you're comparing how much they're going to pay today and the cost for them making a decision today. And you're going to compare that to the risk and the money that they're going to lose or the financial losses that they're going to encounter by not making a decision today. So it's a very good tool. It makes it tangible. It puts them in a position where they're making a decision based on those two factors instead of the actual price. So the value of making a decision today versus the risk are going to be greater than the actual cost. So remember, let's just assume they're making a decision of 250 to 300, 250 to 300 versus a ticket of $700, an accident, paying money out of pocket, a couple $1,000s, the stress, the emotional, psychological, physical pain, financial losses, time that they're going to waste because they got to go to court. So it's not worth it. 250 to 300 is 1,000 times cheaper than putting themselves in that position. But you have to educate them. You have to make them look at things or have the perspective that you want them to have so that they can make the decision. You want to share your advice by giving them information and creating a story so they could actually look at things the way you want them to look at things. So you're going to tell them, sir, I completely understand you want to wait. And you know what? Waiting is fantastic. But let me share with you, every time you wait, there's two things that are going to happen. Either something positive or something negative. Now, I completely understand that, the 250 to 300 may seem a little bit more than what you wanted to, but let me give you the price for today and let me give you the price for tomorrow. Now, what do I mean? Absolutely, there's a price for today and a price for tomorrow. Now, the price for today, you make a decision today, 250 to 300. That's technically how much it's going to cost you today. I could help you with two payments if you don't have the total. I could do the best that I can to help you accommodate that situation, but 250 to 300, that's your cost for today. Now, if you leave without insurance, your cost for tomorrow, let me share exactly how that works. Simply by leaving without insurance, you're taking a risk. A good 70, 80% of the time that you wait, something negative is going to happen. So let me tell you the cost for tomorrow. A ticket is going to cost you $700. So let's put $700. Write it down. $700 on a piece of paper for a ticket. Number two, you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to make payments for taking care of the situation simply because you have no insurance. So you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to pay a couple $1,000s to take care of the accident. So those $2,000 are going to be added to the $700. So now we're almost looking at $3,000. Now, another thing that I want you to look at, if you leave without insurance, you get pulled over, you got to go to court. So if you go to court, you're going to have to waste time. You're going to have to spend time. You're going to have to use your time to go to court. So that's simply going to cost you money because you're not going to go to work. Matter of fact, you're wasting time. Now, let me share another thing that's not relevant to money, but is relevant to losses that you're going to encounter. Psychological, emotional. If you're involved in an accident, the pain you're going to be involved in simply because you didn't make a decision today. So once again, 250 to 300, that's your cost for today. A ticket, $700. An accident, a couple $1,000s. Court, you're spending time, you're wasting time. So all of these things, what would you rather do? You have the decision to make, you have the opportunity to make a decision today. Simply by making a decision today, you put yourself in the right path or you could put yourself in a negative path. What would you rather do? Would you rather pay those 250 to 300, which I could help you? Or would you rather be in a position where you have no insurance, you're getting a ticket, you have no insurance, you're involved in an accident, you got to pay money out of pocket, your license is going to get suspended, you're most likely going to have to spend money on Uber, Lyft, public transportation, or simply take a risk and drive with a suspended license. That's another negative. So what would you rather do? Take a risk, pay money out of pocket, put yourself in a tough, negative situation for a very long time because you don't know how long that's going to take to resolve it, or simply just make a decision and invest on those 250 to 300. What would you rather do? Now you're forcing them to make a decision not simply based on the price, based on the decision, based on the value, based on the risk, based on the consequences, based on the negatives, based on the psychological stress, based on the emotional devastation that they're going to have. So you put them in a path to make a decision based on the value of leaving with insurance versus the actual cost, the financial cost. Use this, compare it 100%. They're going to understand, they're going to make a decision because it's the right thing to do.